to Movie Club, where we watch movies on Netflix and tell you what we think about them. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Trish Hershberger.
This week we watched Can't Hardly Wait, but if you wanted to watch it and you haven't seen it yet, you can always go to netflix.com/sourcefed to get a free month of instant streaming, and then you can join us next week on Movie Club.
Yeah, like these fine folk.
I think everyone in life wants to believe in destiny a little bit. They want to believe that there's that one person in the world for them.
Yeah, so this guy's been pining away, and you know what? I really kind of hated him for the first half of the movie. I was like, you're such a loser. Why don't you just get the balls to do what you need to do and just cut it out?
On the whole, I really liked this movie, but it's not really something that I watch over and over again, but it's definitely something that I might come back to every now and then, just for a little bit of a laugh.
So Can't Hardly Wait was Meg's pick. I had never seen it before this, I'm ashamed to say. I think I've seen parts of it.
I've never seen it either, and
What?
it was like a quintessential 90s teen movie.
What's wrong with us,
I know,
Tori?
and I love She's All That.
I
and
like
I love
She's All That.
all the other
I
movies.
love Clueless.
I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream, all good teen movies. This came in the batch of amazing teen movies.
And it's got everybody in it.
Jennifer
like,
Love Hewitt,
everybody.
Seth Green, Peter Fwash, Jack from Hook, the little kid. He grew up to be an awkward
That's
dude.
who that was?
Yes!
Mind blown right now.
This was his last appearance in a film. He went on to be a lawyer after this, which was smart because, you know, we've all seen childhood stars that aren't able to sort of adapt to life after the sort of stardom disappears.
So Can't Hardly Wait tells the story of a senior class that just graduated and they have one last party hurrah, and this guy really likes Jennifer Love Hewitt and he wants to tell her.
And the weird thing for me is the whole movie is the party. I was like, all right, we've been partying for a while. When's this party gonna wrap? And we're gonna get to like next day happenings. Nope. Nope. It's an hour and a half party.
Party! The performances are great. Everybody's really good in it, honestly. Like, even if it's like awkward teen acting, like it's good.
I was like, yay,
awkward teen
Jennifer
acting.
Love Hewitt for being an awkward teenager, and good job Seth Green for being an awkward teenager. It's funny because now I like only see him in his now state. I forget that that's what he looked like back in the day.
I love it.
His speech patterns in this are so weird. Like, they're completely unique. At one point she makes a joke like reminding him that he's white, but I was like, it doesn't sound like he's any other race. It sounds like he's an alien. Like, I think he picked and chose things from all over and put them together and made up his own Seth Green dialect.
You're like, what's up, bro? We gotta go to this badass party later.
90s fashion makes me laugh anytime I see it. The man wearing the mesh shirt and the fact that Preston has like 17 shirts on. You have to be able to see all of his 17 shirts.
So my favorite part of the movie, for sure, is when the kid drinks the beer and then spits it everywhere and is like,
It's bad!
Nobody touch the beer, it's bad! Just kidding, it's beer.
I always like at the end of films when they show the character and then this person went on to do this and this and this and this and give us the future story on the characters, especially with Jack from Hook.
Oh, because he's dating a model now.
And he went to Harvard.
I also like at the beginning when they're talking about their plan, and he's gonna drink beer, and he's like, I have this chart right here that's gonna tell me. You would have a chart.
You know what? The one thing I really didn't like about the movie, though, speaking of that part, was the nerds that just sit out on the pool house and like play with a retainer and stuff. Because I'm like, A, of all, those nerds should have been in the party at some point and allowed to have fun, like Jack from Hook. And B of all, those were the kids I hung out with. And it hit a soft spot for me because we didn't want to go to the parties.
Well, they didn't either. They were
I
there
know,
to
but
carry
that's
out
why I was
their
like,
evil
those
plan.
are like it makes me sad how much fun everyone's having in the party, knowing that they're out there being like, we're fine, we don't need to be in there.
I didn't like that the ultimate revenge is to make someone gay. Like,
Yeah,
it's very indicative of 90s culture, high school culture
That's
in
true.
particular, but it was like, we're gonna make him look gay, oh no.
Oh no, and then he gets fired from his job years later because there's Polaroids of him being gay.
Yeah, it was the 90s.
There was also a part where they came in and screamed the F word, and not the F word that you're thinking of, the other F
Yeah.
word. And I was like, ooh, that was okay then?
Yeah, actually, I had the same reaction, and I was watching the first Fast and the Furious movie, and it's in the first, like, 20 minutes of that film, too, and I was like, oh, we use that word a lot in movies in the 90s.
No, no anymore.
Preston has spent 4 years just pining away after Amanda. For whatever reason, Amanda just decides to fulfill this kid's dream because, she read a letter in which he wrote some mushy things about how she's a special snowflake? Today, we call that stalking.
We have people who have become big stars playing bit parts in this movie. We have Melissa Joan Hart running around the party asking everyone to sign her yearbook. We have Jason Segel from How I Met Your Mother eating a watermelon and acting stone. We have Brooklyn Myers in this. But what's even crazier is how many Buffy alumni are all in this one movie. Not that I've counted.
Really, it's the epitome of a 90s movie. Graduation, having college on the horizon, nerds plotting to pull a prank on the jocks, the super dorky kid convinced that this is the night he's gonna get laid. And best of all, you have angsty inner monologues.
So final thoughts, this movie is good 90s high school teenage fun. If you're in the mood to watch something like Clueless or She's All That, you can add this to your movie list for the sleepover night and you'll have a great time.
My final thoughts are exactly the same. I love this. It fits right along with Clueless and She's All That, and I was a little bit worried going in, you know, so much later that it wasn't gonna hold up or that I was gonna think it was cheesy, but I loved it.
I thought it had some like 80s teen movie motifs thrown in there too at certain times. It was, in general, a lovely teen flick.
Next week we'll be watching
Once Bitten. It's my pick. And it's about vampires and it has a really young Jim Carrey in it and I love it so much.
I'm excited to see it. So guys, if you want to watch Once Bitten and be in Movie Club with us, go to netflix.com/sourcefed to get a free month of instant streaming, and then you can join us next week on Movie Club. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger. I like that Drew, our editor behind the camera, is just peeing himself laughing right now after we said that we picked Once Bitten, and we're gonna turn off the camera and I'm gonna find out why.